Mmm. Mmm.
It's our time with Mr. Mayberry. Hey, let's get creative.
Merry Christmas and welcome to Art Time with Mr. Mayberry. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a gingerbread family. So let's get started. It's time to make some art. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a gingerbread family. For this project I just need paper and crayons. You could use markers or colored pencils, but I like to use crayons for this one. And I'm using a larger piece of paper. This is a 12 by 18 piece of paper, and that gives me a lot more room to work with when drawing all the details of the gingerbread family. Now, on your paper you have a left-hand side and a right-hand side, and it's the same as your hands. And we'll be putting some things on the left-hand side and some things on the right-hand side of the paper, and some things in the center or in the middle. So I'm going to start off on the left-hand side, and I'm going to draw the gingerbread dad. And I'm going to start over here with a curve for his head. Now it's a circle, but I don't fill in the bottom. I just go that far on each side. Then I'm going to draw his arms. And of course, a gingerbread man is a cookie, so he's going to look a lot like a gingerbread cookie. So that's why I'm using the brown for the cookie. So here's his arms. Then I want to put lines down for his waist, straight up and down. And then I'm going to make one leg that kind of slants out at an angle and curves around up to the middle. And then the other leg curves down this direction and slants up like that. So this is the gingerbread dad's body right here. And I'm going to write the word dad up here at the top. D-A-D. Dad. Now let's draw some details. I'm going to change crayons here and use a blue crayon for the eyes. You have to remember they use frosting, icing on a gingerbread man, so that's really bright colors is always good to use. So we're using blue for the eyes. And I'm just going to put a mouth. I'm not going to put a nose. So I need a red crayon for the mouth. And he's a happy gingerbread man, so we're going to give him a smile. Most gingerbread people are happy. Okay, next, because he is the dad, I'm going to give him a tie. I'm going to give him a bow tie, make it green, make a long X. I'm going to start off with a long X. And then I want to put two little short lines straight up and down on the ends. And that makes it into a bow tie. And then I can color it in. Okay, now you can use different colors down the middle as well. I think I'm just going to use the brown crayon and make 3 circles for buttons. And then I'm going to decorate on the sides, like on the arms. I'm going to make kind of a curve, almost like an S. And you can use just one, or if you want to put a second one, then we'll leave that space white and it'll look like white icing on there. You can do that on the other arm. Same thing, like an S. And then another one. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing down here on the legs. I'm going to make a wavy kind of a line. And then a second one right beside it. A wavy kind of line to go up and then down. And then another one right above it. So this is our gingerbread dad. Next we'll make the mom. I'll tell you what though, I think I'm going to go back over this line, make it a little bit darker, the outline. I think I'll do that all the way around though. And then later when I go to color this in, I'll color the inside lighter. So I'll still see this outline. Okay, so there's the gingerbread dad. Now I'm going to make the gingerbread mom, and I'm going to start off the same way I did with the dad. Can you remember what the first thing we did was? That's right, we did the head. So I'm going to make a circle. Remember, don't close it off at the bottom. It just curves around and then stops. It's like a circle though. Remember what we did next? Yes, we put the arms next. Okay, so I'm going to put one here on the left and one on the right. Now I'm working on the right hand side of the paper. And that'll give us room in the middle to draw some other things. Okay, now the gingerbread mom is actually wearing a dress. So I'm going to make a line that slants out here and one that slants out here. I went too far in with my arm, so I'm going to start right under where the head is here and slant out. But that's okay, I can color that in whenever I get ready to color. And then I'm going to put a line across the bottom. And then I'm going to draw two curves down here where her feet are sticking out below the dress. Okay, next I want to make her eyes, and I'm going to make them blue as well. You can make them other colors if you like, but this is what I'm choosing to do on mine. And then I want to use a red crayon for the mouth, and she's happy too. And I'm going to give her some brown hair. I'm going to start here. I'm going to go around the inside of this circle with a line that curls around. It just loops and loops and loops. And that looks a lot like hair. So that's the idea, is it's going to be gingerbread hair. It's actually icing, but there's her hairdo. And I think I'll put a bow in her hair. I'm going to use a red for that. And we'll make, just like we did the bow tie, I'm going to make a long X to start with. And then I put little lines over here at the end of the X. Short up and down lines. And that makes the bow. And then I'm going to fill it in, color it in. Okay, I think on the mommy I'm going to put a necklace. And then I'm also going to put buttons down the middle like I did on the dad. And then I want to put wavy lines out here on the arm to decorate the arm with icing. And I want to do the same thing down here at the feet, on the legs. I think for her I'll put a wavy line across the bottom of the dress also. Then I put a second one right above it. and that'll look like icing, especially when I get it all colored in. I'll color everything brown except for these and the buttons. Same with the dad. Most of this I already did pretty dark. I'm going to go ahead and make this line around the head a little bit darker. And let's write Mom up here. And Mom is spelled M-O-M. Okay, now for this gingerbread family, I'm going to make 2 kids. You can make more if you'd like, but I want to show you how to make a little boy gingerbread and a little girl. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them the same as I did the parents, only smaller. Because kids are a lot like grown-ups, only smaller. Put a little dress on the girl. Now you can make more of these if you want, have a bigger family. Or if you just want to make one, that's fine too. I think on the boy I'm going to put a baseball cap. And just draw a line right across the head like that, make it go out past the end for the bill. The eyes and the mouth. He's happy too. The girl's happy. I'll make her have curly hair like her mom. And we'll put a bow in her hair too. And let's put buttons. I'm just going to put 2 on the kids. And I think I'll put the wavy lines, but I'm just going to put 1 of them instead of 2. Then 1 across the bottom of the dress. Draw her legs sticking out. Let's put kids. Starts with a K, I, D, S. Kids. Okay, you could even go so far as to make a gingerbread cat, a gingerbread dog, or you might think of other things. I'm going to show you how to draw a cat and a dog. I think I'll start with the dog first. I'm going to draw, let's see, I think I'll start with an ear, and then I'm going to go around and make the front of the face. Here's a nose, an eye, make an ear sticking out on this side a little bit. And make a line down. I'm just drawing him from a side view, so I'm going to see 1 leg in the front and 1 leg in the back. And then here's the tail. Now to make him look more like a gingerbread cookie, I'll do the same kind of thing I did on the legs there. Might be good just to do 1. I did 2 there. That's a little bit, it's a kind of a tight space. It was kind of hard to fit that second one in. And let's see, I'm going to do a cat right here. So I'll start with the ears. face. And the tail is going to be curvy, like that. And here's the legs. I think I'll use green for the eyes. I don't have pink today, so I'm going to make an upside down triangle. For the nose, I'll use red. And on the legs on this one, I'll just make a single curve like I did with the kids. Alright, so here's a dog and cat. Dog, it's spelled D-O-G, and cat, C-A-T. Okay, now there's not a lot of room up here to put a house. A lot of times I have students ask me how to draw a gingerbread house for this family. You could draw it on the back if you want. That'll give you more room. I'll draw you a simple one here just to show you how it would look if it was far away, and I'll put it right here in the middle. But what you can do is you can just draw a triangle for the roof and a square or rectangle for the main part of the house. Now this one's small, like I said, it looks like it's farther away. And you can put a door. I think I'll use a red. Put a door and a window. And then I'll color all of this in. Last thing I'm going to do is we'll write out Gingerbread Family. Gingerbread starts with a G, I, N, G, E, R. That's ginger, but now gingerbread's all one word. So we go B, R, E, A, D, and then family, I'll start up here, is F, A, M, I, L, Y. Gingerbread Family. Now don't forget to put your name on the paper somewhere. You can put it in one of the corners here or up here. Go ahead and color in the rest of the picture. And you can be creative and come up with some other gingerbread things. Let me show you a quick, easy way to color the cookies in. I'm just using a brown crayon that has no paper on it, and I'm going to rub with the side of the crayon. And the reason I'm doing this, covers a large space fairly evenly, plus also I can not press down very hard and color it in so it's a little bit lighter. You can still see all the other colors. I'm not coloring it so dark that you can't see the other colors. You can still see the other colors. So there's the dad. There's the house. I'm turning it so I can fit it inside the arms. The little ones are a little bit harder to color in because they are smaller, and my crayons are pretty big. If you had a smaller crayon, it might be easier. Color in the dog. And I'm just rubbing the crayon back and forth. Now, some of it's getting over the edge, but for today that's going to be okay. And then the mom. We'll pick up some of the lines underneath the paper if you have cuts or scratches in the table or wherever work surface you're working on. You'll see a little bit of that in your picture, but that's okay. So this is our project for today, a gingerbread family. If you'd like to show me the gingerbread family that you've made, just scan it and post it in the comments below. Thanks for coming to art class, and I'll see you next time.
Goodbye, Mr. Mayberry.
But if it's a cookie, why do they call it bread?